Hey, good morning. Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. Good morning to everybody. What's happening? Music Therapy Labs here. That's right. Wearing my Know Thy Gear, Know Your Gear shirt. Because, of course, I'm a follower of Phil McKnight's. I wouldn't be trying this stuff if it wasn't for that guy giving me the confidence that just do it, dude. You've got some skills. And here I am doing it. So I don't know how successfully. But we've got an extra camera set up over here. Let me show you guys that. Look at that headstock cam. I know we'll talk about the typically it would be Maximus cam in a little bit, but we'll start off with a high note, you know, with finishing this at least the headstock part of this guitar, which is pretty much left the way it was when I left it last week, right? It's got the flat black paint on there, and I'm gonna do all the stuff I need to do to, I'm gonna move this vacuum cleaner out of the way because it doesn't need to be up there just bumping it with the body of the guitar. But as you all know, this is well, maybe you don't all know, this is a Mitchell guitar, which is the I guess the in-house brand of uh, Guitar Center, right? And it's also they also, I believe, the same corporation owns MXR, which is another in-house brand of theirs. I'm not sure how many in-house brands they have. They have several, I believe. But anyway, bottom line is I bought this guitar for $100. It's a Mitchell MD 100 CE. Let's see what's inside there. Whacking the microphone. Sorry about that. But if you want to zoom in on that, yeah, it's when I picked it up off the wall, I thought it looked cool, and for $100, I thought, well, it'll be a good beater guitar for the beach or whatever kind of thing. The fret ends here are really in really horrible shape. Let me go to headstock. Or let's do both. The fret ends are in really, pretty horrible. It doesn't have any fret sprout. It's just that they're sharp, like almost digging into your skin sharp. So they did no work on that at all. The nut is obviously plastic and it's all kind of chewed up. If you want to see that. Oops. See, I'm gonna keep whacking stuff here. I'm gonna turn it this direction. And you can see the headstock there. See how chewed up that headstock is? Maybe it's better on this camera. I don't know. Yeah, chewed up that headstock is. I mean, the headstock, the nut is. So I'm going to replace that probably. I don't know if I'm going to put a bone nut on it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll be fun practice, right? And then here's the original bridge, plastic bridge. Look how bad that thing is. Like where the string sat, it just started grooving down into it. Focus. See? So that's a piece of junk too. Maybe sit better on this camera. Oh, right here. Yeah, there we go. See how bad that is? It's horrible. Anyway, so that obviously needs to be replaced. And then, of course, the reason why I never play this guitar is because the tuners would never stay in tune. So a little while back, I bought these. So it's not in here because they're right here. But I bought these for like $50. No, yeah, $49.99. I think I got 10% off. They always give me a little discount at Jams Music in Dublin, California. Or a friend of the Johnny Bean community, actually a friend of Johnny's, I think personally knows Margaret Scranton or something like that. She works there as a teacher. As a matter of fact, she's on their website. I changed that picture if it was me, but just saying. But other than that, yeah, here we are on Guitar Mod Squad, right? I'm trying to remember what show am I on. And I got a couple other things I wanted to show you guys. So I've got this like little StewMac set that I got from them. Whoa, Blue Jay just flew down over here. They're getting brave now that Roxy's not around. Maximus. Yeah, I'm still talking about Roxy, and Maximus is now gone too. So we'll talk about that later. So I got this fret tool here, fret crowning tool, recommended by Phil McKnight. And then he didn't recommend this, but I saw this because I wanted to get a deal. So what this is basically a fret file that you can put under the strings. You like flip it under the strings, and then you can file while you're under the string, right? Because the has a little gap in between there. And then they send you this tape. That's exactly the size that would go on here, right? And it sticks on, and you can like even your uneven frets, right? So we'll see how this guitar comes along. If I'm going to need that, I probably will, because this guitar is really, not a quality guitar in any way, shape, or form. As you can see right here, bad frets. No, anyway, got my little pink pointer. Love that thing. And I bought this a little while ago. It was freaking expensive, and now I wish I could return it. $65 for this tool that I thought I would need today. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. The set drill bit, so that I could make sure I have the right hole sizes for when I'm changing tuners and stuff in guitars. And Phil McKnight showed me that on when he has to switch it from one kind to another. He'll use a step bit like this to get it started on each side, and then he'll use the bit to finish it off down in the middle. That way you don't have any concern about breaking out the wood or finish or whatever. But it turns out that the hole that these go into, and we'll do roll call in a second, this almost fits it. I mean, if I press real hard, it'll go in. So I think really the paint that's on there from when I sprayed paint last time is all that's keeping this quality Taylor tuner from going in there. So and as a matter of fact, I was trying to figure out, oh, should I get a file or something? I says, you know what, I'm gonna look for some pens of different thickness. So I had this check the swag from NAMM, a bunch of pens, and I found one that's just the right size. I mean, it's just fits. I don't know if I'm doing this the right orientation so you guys can see. Just fits in there, right? That's what she said. So I can wrap a piece of this tape around this too, right? Go around and just file that, sand that down a hair, a skosh, as they would say. File it down a skosh. So I just wrap some stick on. I think it's 320 grit. This is Steve Mac. So I got this kit, and I got a deal on the kit. So otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it because it would have been expensive. Otherwise, it wasn't cheap either, but still not as expensive. So now I've got my little fitting file here. I can just work my way, right? Just go round and round, round and round. Anyway, so that's what I plan to do to just already did it some. Go from the other side too, but we'll do that. But let me say hi to everyone in the chat. I think we got some people in here by now, right? Looks like we got, whoa, we got a whole slew of people. Let me see, what does it say here? So I'm using Firefox because my Chrome browser wouldn't let me open my mic and my camera. I don't know why on this Samsung laptop. And it's done that before. And I'm like, what's going on? I finally just gave up. And I'm going to go to Firefox. I'm using Firefox. But for whatever reason, it's not showing me some things that it would normally show me. So anyway, let's say hi to the first one into the chat is L&M Guitar Corner. I believe it's going to be Martin. Yeah, he says down below it's Martin. And yes, so sorry to hear about Maximus, and sincere condolences. And thank you guys. It's been a rough couple days, well, day and a half, I guess, since Friday night when it happened. And I'm not going to talk about how it happened because it's horrible memory. But it happened fast, and the little guy went quick and probably without any pain. All I can say is that he was really enjoying playing with his balls, if you know what I'm talking about. His big little jingly balls. And he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's just how it goes. So don't try to guess in the chat, please. Try to give respect to Maximus' wonderful little soul, his little. I think all creatures, all animals, all life is in one way or another precious. So we'll go into a eulogy of sorts for Maximus. But if you guys want to say anything about Maximus, feel free. By the way, I'm wearing my That Pedal Show toque, as Ben Coons would call it, with some funky buttons on it. I don't know why. JHS button. I think is that I don't know what button that is. You guys can see it. I can't see it now. As a matter of fact, they even have this pin that I should put on there, right? Wait a second. This is where I keep these little boxes you get stuff in sometimes, and they work great for stuff like keeping things like the bridge pins handy. But yeah, this one I got from That Pedal Show dudes when I bought the Nerd Effect, right? So I got this when I bought their D&M drive, the limited edition stealth black one, which is super cool because it's all black. So let's put that on here somewhere. Let's put it right. No, right here. Yeah, let's put it right here, right next to JNS. Let's go right there. Put that on there, right? Good spot. Anyway, my dad used to wear hats with all these buttons and stuff. I used to make fun of him. And here I am, 56 years old, and I'm doing the same freaking thing. Anyway, so L&M Corner says, yeah, he knows all too well how pets become the family, definitely, and how it hurts when, yeah, they have to leave us. Yeah, very true. And yeah, man, it's sad, dude. It's super sad because I thought he was going to be with us for a long time. We were trying to be so careful with them. They're so fragile. They're so small. I mean, like that big, They're so small and fragile, but they think they're huge. They'll even come at you, like stuff. So they think they're bigger than they are. William De Silva is the next in the chat. Blackjack Guitar, I think I said, yeah, you said hello to Martin and everyone here. William De Silva and DC Rich, also 581, also saying hi to the guys. Lily Nguyen, hey, what's up, Lily? I was talking about Lily, you guys, on Thursday's show because she's the one who took care of my back, if you know what I mean. I'm Hungarian, so I got a Hungarian hairy body, and she helped me out. And I still owe you a text with some pure release stuff, but we'll do some lessons with you, Lily. I promise. So Lily says hi. There she is. Thanks for joining the show. Rhodey's Jam Cave next in line here says howdy, lads. What's happening? Janice also says howdy. I'll try to stay awake and be good. Just kidding. And then that's Deja Voodoo next in says a great design. Not sure what the design is, but bought the StuMac clone pedal kit of the Centaur. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, PC Rich, yeah. They design good stuff. StuMac doesn't put out mediocre stuff. They put out good stuff. Yeah, doable. Right on, man. I want to do a pedal build too, man. Maybe that'll be next in line after the Headstock group. James G popping and saying hello, good morning. And I'm outside, so I hope I don't wake up my neighbors, but it's almost 10 and it is Memorial Day weekend. So get ready to party, people. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can get a hand reamer for that kind of thing. Yeah, and I did buy one, and I was trying to find it this morning, and I couldn't find that one. So I bought one. I think I know where it is now, but I couldn't find my little tool. I have a little toolkit, which is my guitar toolkit, and I put it somewhere getting ready for the show, and now I can't find it. Isn't that funny how I'm going to put this aside so I have it ready, and then you can't find the dang thing. And then we've got Leo, Uncle Leo. What's up, dude? It's funny calling you Uncle. Leo to the crowd out there, right? He says, "Morning, y'all." I like you all as a way of saying hello because it's everybody. It's not just men, women, children, y'all. I like that. James G says, "Look, it's Leo." Oh, and Williams De Silva. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. He messed up his classic vibe headstock, routing the holes out, chipped a bunch of wood out. Yeah, watch Phil McKnight's tips on how to do that so you don't mess that up. You want to go from both sides with either one of these step drills or the hand reamer like he shows also, and then you do the inside, once you have both sides done with the reamer. But luckily, I don't have to do that on this because this is going to work. This is going to be awesome. And then let's see. I think we already said hi to William De Silva, but if I didn't, then he's saying, hey, Leo again. And then Michael B, what's happening? Michael B, Mike Olson also popping and saying, hey, Laz. And the lamb. Yeah, rock on, dude. And I just finished this morning while I was setting up out here. I think that's the bottom of the chat. Yeah. While I was setting this up this morning, got 15 people deja vu to fret level, or you can use while the guitar is still straightened up. Yeah, exactly. And on a guitar like this, that's gonna matter because I'm telling you, man, like I said, this is not a quality guitar, and I'm sure once the strings are on and I do a truss rod adjustment, it's gonna change. But you know, a lot of these lower quality guitars, right here, right where this connection is, right, it's going woo. So I'm hoping it's gonna come back up there, and you know, I mean, if I'm just pushing on it, it comes back up to fairly even. So hopefully it'll all work out. Otherwise, there's nothing else wrong with this thing, you know. Um, Obviously, this wood here is somewhat soft, so where the strings are going to go down in there, they're kind of grooving out that area. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you that. Oh, now it froze, of course, when I'm trying to hold it up to there. See right by where the string goes into the hole, where the little plug goes in, it's kind of grooved out. But that happens, and it doesn't matter so much, right? Because that wood is not probably the highest quality wood. It might have been just a piece of mahogany that they stained to look like rosewood or something, but it's not rosewood or anything hard like that. Rosewood, by the way, the reason why they use rosewood and maple and stuff like that for fretboards, obviously, is because it's hard, dense wood, you know. And you need hard, dense wood, but even the grain of this looks like mahogany, so it's kind of soft, you know. So the original bridge, if you guys didn't see in the beginning, I have the original bridge. It's pretty chewed up. That plastic. Yeah, so that needs to be replaced. So I'll probably use this bridge kind of as a, or I might just buy one online. Might be easier, right? Just to buy a bridge online, and then or I can make one out of bone. You know, why not, right? That's the whole point of the show. Guitar Mod Squad, right? So yeah. So what are you guys saying? I might look at the leveler since I sprung for the half off StuMac membership. Dude, do it, because why have that membership? You know, go crazy. Yeah, you have a reamer too. Because the thing is that, you know, StuMac is expensive with their shipping. So if you're going to buy from them, buy a bunch at once. Plan what you're going to get, buy a bunch at once, and save on the shipping. Because the box that I got all this stuff in, you know. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff from them, including this also. This is a bunch of various papers. So let me solo me on this so you guys see this a little better. So here are, you know, the descriptions of all the different grits, and there's a bunch of different ones in here. Yeah, and this shows basically what I bought that day. I bought the Mighty Might wrench and the understring fret dressing files, the 3M polishing papers. That's this. Some more polishing papers. So I've got the 600 micron grit, the 1200 micron grit. I've got, you know, a number of different grits, the 320 grit, and then I bought some of that shine and polish stuff, the micro mesh touch-up sticks, and the 3-in-1 fret file, which is great to have too, to knock those burrs down and stuff. The StuMac string jack and the StuMac fret kisser. So anyway, so that's a lot of stuff. But what I wanted to use some of this like 400 and 600 grit stuff for is the fine sanding, you know, of the final coats of the clear coat that I'm going to put on here today. Hopefully it works out. And I'm thinking about going away from the gloss. I don't know if that's a good idea. I did grab a can of gloss, but it's an old can. I don't know if it's very good. So I don't use gloss much. I usually use this, the flat tone finish Mohawk. And then sometimes if I want to go cheaper, I'll use this from Home Depot, the Deft semi-gloss, gloss, or clear. So if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you don't want to spend a lot of money on the spray, so you can buy the Deft stuff. Just watch out, it sprays heavy, so you got to spritz on light. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's get right to it. Should we do the Roxy, the Maximus eulogy first? Maybe we should, right? Maybe we should. I think so. Yeah, he'll get with the Dremel and polish the frets with that. So you can do it that way too. Absolutely. Absolutely. So many ways. I think I've seen Phil McKnight even show him doing that too, right? Oh, William De Silva, that's interesting. That's interesting. Making a glass bridge for your acoustic. Wow. I wonder how glass will hold up to, you know, the strings, the metal on the grass. Anyway, that's interesting, dude. Not, if you want to come on the gear and I mean the gear, the Guitar Mod Squad show, pardon me. If you want to come on the Guitar Mod Squad show and show us how you do that or did that or how you're planning to do that, that would be fun. That's what I wanted this show to be all about, is having different people in the community come on and share what they know. Like Martin's been on, Charles has been on, Ben's been on. We had other people on the Gear and Demo show as well. Um, Paulie Walnuts is obviously, he'd be on right now if he wasn't working, because we've been talking about trying to do something together. As a matter of fact, we might do a show, the two of us. That would be super cool. He's a super cool guy, and he's got a lot of good ideas too. Our personalities match well, because I love New Yorkers or Jersey dudes like that guy. Just love him. Just love it. Yeah. So he's been using the Rust-Oleum clear for enamel for most purposes so far. It's got good results. There you go. Yeah, whatever works, man. I mean, kind of like music. Whatever works for you. There's no wrong, right? I think Eddie Van Halen wisely said it's called music theory for a reason. It's not music fact. And I think that's true. Well, okay. When it gets down to losery, though, there might be some hard, fast rules about things. So, oh, William De Silva, you're a glass blower. Yeah, see, I wonder about that. Blackjack guitar says he thinks it's a glass saddle would scatter. Yeah. I wonder, certain kinds of glass can be really hard, and people use, bottles for slides. So how long does your glass slide last you, right? If you can do something out of something like Pyrex, that might be some super hard stuff. But I wonder how finely you can. I guess you could pretty finely, because it's amorphous solid, right? So I'm assuming that you can fairly finely sand it so that wherever your strings sit. But I wonder about its lubricating qualities and how it might, you know, in the fine, there might be vibrations on the glass. Yeah, there might be issues. I think that's what works great. Why bone is such a great, you know, medium to use for things like a nut or a saddle, because it's super dense, it's strong. When it files out or wears down, it's gonna file down or wear down to a fine powder, similar to maybe what glass would too, though. Yeah, and the scoring is the weakest point at the glass. So yeah, then it might crack there. But it depends on how much pressure there is on it. It's an interesting thing. I wonder if has anyone ever done it? Yeah. Yeah. Shave one out and give it a try. Okay. Y'all do it, dude. Do it. Make a video about it, or if you want to come on this show and like set up a camera or something. I mean, it's easy enough. Like, just have my laptop here. I bought this, 1080p HD Logitech camera after the craziness in the internet was, prices came down a bit. And then I have my phone here. The only problem is my phone is not picking up that fast of speed. I think I'm going to need to download that video software that Johnny Bean uses. He uses that software called Prism for live. Like right now, you can see this camera. Sometimes it'll get stuck or jitter or whatever, and so it's not as good as the high def camera here. And that is an HD camera, by the way. So it's not like it's not an HD camera. So anyway, so maybe I just need to learn how to use that camera on that phone a little bit better. Speaking of which, um, Speaking of which, when I'm going to be heading to NAMM, I'm getting geared up for that. So Johnny was asking me in the show, have I set up any meetings with anyone? And I mean, I consider myself a small guy on the totem pole. And so I'm not going to be like hitting up people months in advance to meet up with me, or even weeks in advance to meet up with me, because I don't think they're going to put me at the top of their list, and they might make a point to meet with me, but then maybe not meet me or show up or something because they've got more important meetings to get to. And NAM is about really, merchants meeting up with the makers to buy and sell product and get information. Us YouTubers are kind of becoming the middleman marketing kind of ad firms in a way. We're like doing our own form of marketing for them, but we're kind of controlling it. So they don't necessarily always like that. That's something that I learned a lot from Phil McKnight's show too, is that, you know, the companies may not necessarily always like the way that you're marketing their stuff. So one of the guys I really admire, of course, is where's my coffee? You know what? I'll be back. I gotta get my coffee. Gotta have the coffee. Oh, it's right here. I thought I left it. I thought I'd left it in the microwave because I have to go warm it up again. I didn't even get a chance to finish my breakfast because I took 2 bites. Yeah. Oh, you made yeah, glass picks. And people make picks out of rocks and all kinds of stuff. So this guy right here, that's right. Me and him have a lot in common. We're both bald. Neither one of us is extremely good looking. I don't lick things. Well, maybe some things, but not as many things as maybe he does. I don't think Henning's licking much of anything anymore these days. But we both like music, but we also like just any kind of pop music. Marty's show with Johnny Bean on Friday was excellent. If you have not watched that show, basically Marty just takes over. Johnny doesn't even really interview him. Um, Marty just basically, they kind of, there were a couple questions in the chat, and so it kind of got steered by the chat a little bit. Hey, Blue Jay, kind of got steered by Johnny a couple of times, but for the most part, Marty was, not going off on great tangents, but talking a lot about what it's like to be a musician at our age, our, early 50s. So there he is. We might as well let him talk about it.
Hey,
what's up, Johnny Bean?
hey, what's up? Hello?
I can't hear you. I can only hear you like minutely through this phone here, which shouldn't be coming up at all, but I better turn off.
What? Can you hear me? I can hear you. I can't hear anything. This is weird. Let me see in the comments. Can you guys hear me? L&M Guitar Corner can hear me. Hey, dude, Blackjack Guitar Nut. Blackjack Guitar Nut. Wasn't that your name before? Looks like Laz left. This is now my show. Everybody run. Everybody. Thumbs down the video. Unsubscribe. Subscribe to my channel instead. What the heck? We're live. It's Sunday. I'm going out to the cafe pretty soon. Gonna get some good stuff. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Wherever you're watching from. I'm in Santa Cruz, California, where it's just awesome. It's just awesome here, man. Look at that. We got trucks driving by. All kinds of stuff going on. Now Laz is trying to mute me. Laz is trying to silence me. There you are. I can't hear you. What? Huh? I need that big horn that goes into your ear back in the old days. Can you guys hear Laz? Laz, you're silent now. L&M Guitar Corner says Laz is muted. BC Rich. Morning, William DeSalva. Deja Voodoo, looking nice. Thank you so much. I didn't even take a shower. Janice, Clayton James Hicks. Today is Gibbs Sunday. That's right, man. It's Gibbs Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Gibbs Sunday. Remember that. This is my show now, Laz. I can't even see the comments. But since I have the stage, watch me tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, on my channel. You said that down there a second ago. Johnny Bean on YouTube. I'll be jamming on my guitars, rocking out. It'll be awesome. I'll play any song you want. Keep those donations coming in. This ain't free. Laz, what happened to Music Therapy Laz? Where did he go? Can you guys hear us? Look at this. We have a trampoline here. Look how awesome this is, man. How much for me to jump up and down on that? Look how awesome that is. You guys want to see me jumping on that? I don't know how to get in there. Oh, right here you get in. I wonder. Nobody's watching. Let's try it. I don't know. There might be somebody up there. Maybe I shouldn't. Another time, I will come back. I will jump up and down on this old rusty trampoline. Uh-oh. Look what I just found. Camera. Look at this. Look what I just found here. That is weird. The murder weapon. Uh-oh. I think OJ's around here somewhere. There we go. Laz, nobody can hear you. What kind of an operation is this? Welcome to Sunday mornings. Laz, you have any questions for the rooster? What do you think? It's so quiet around here. You hear that? That's a peacock. We got animals. This is where, you guys are wondering, that's where Ned gets the voles. He finds them. He hangs out right here, brings them in. This tree has been here for 1,000 years. We got angry squirrels. Don't laugh at me. This is Laz's show. Uh-oh, you hear that? They're going to get us. Welcome to the Nature Channel. This is Johnny Bean reporting. Welcome to nature on a Sunday morning. Music Therapy Labs Network. Sorry, I can't see your comments. I'm headed to the cafe pretty soon. Gonna get a donut. What happened to Laz? Laz, come back. Let me check the comments. Squirrels are destructive. Oh yeah, they're insane. You got voles and rats and snakes. Spectacular backyard. You ready? Oh, okay. All right, you guys. I don't know where Laz went, but I have to leave you now. I'll see you guys tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, on a much higher quality show. I must lock this door now. I'll see you guys later. Sorry, Laz, I gotta go. Bye, everybody.
Hey everyone, can you hear me? I can't hear you, Les. So guys, as long as this is a guitar channel, wanna see the guitar? So yeah, the next 2 weeks on our channel, so shameless plug, I'm gonna present this guitar. It's a kit build I've made. And yeah, the upcoming video this Thursday is just about how I built this guitar. And a week later is the demo of it with specs and what it can do. And yeah, it's a kit from guitarkitworld.com. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. And yeah, I've built this one 2018. It took me about 2 months. And pretty much the only thing left of the original kit is I'd need to know sign language as well. The only thing left of the original kit is the wood and the truss rod cover. Everything else I've changed. There are Clusen locking tuners on it. Then the pickups are classic 57s, Gibson ones, Tone Pros bridge, then DiMarzio push-pull pots. I can call split everything. Then I have out of phase as well, and Switchcraft 3-way switch and output jack. Yeah, the pickup rings are ones from Amazon. They are chrome, no name, and also from Amazon over here. The finish itself I've made with water-based stain. You will see this in detail in this upcoming video. And to get that clear coat, I've used True Oil. There are about 30 layers of True Oil over it, and it's exactly 12 layers of green that I've used to get this color. And depending on the light, you can guess it already a little bit, the green looks completely different. Want to hear the guitar a little bit? I'm plugged into the Spark. I have which can't hear you, Lars. I had some noise in between for a second, so maybe there was something for a second, but it's gone again. I have a preset, the Rolling Stone preset, so fairly clean. I'm in Austria, on the border to Switzerland, far back. Austrian, I'm sorry. It's not my mother tongue. So English is my second language. I only speak German and English, so no French or Spanish. Even though I understand quite a bit when I read it, but I can't speak it, unfortunately. So, can't hear you last still. So yeah, any questions about the guitar? Or myself, or anything? Thanks, Leo. I'm a software developer and I have to work with international customers pretty much every day, so I use English a lot. Silent movie completion of the tuner install. Go ahead, lass. Now we just need a filter to make you black and white, right? Just keep talking and entertain the folks. Well, is there anything you want to see probably on the wall from what I'm having here? I can show you a few guitars if you want. Yeah, Johnny, it's still the same show. I think I have something cool I can show you, but I will have to leave you for a second to get a screwdriver. Has any one of you ever been interested in difference with a broadcaster wiring where you have the blend and a telewiring? Because in this guitar right here, I have everything with quick connectors. So I can switch the control plate and switch with different kind of wirings. So for example, over here, this is the broadcaster wiring. This is the Baja wiring with out of phase and series, the normal tele. And right in here is the Esquire wiring where I have only one pickup in it. And the way I've built it is that I can also put the Esquire wiring for just the neck pickup. So with this I have that bass position that Fender intended for usage as a bass substitute, because back then when he built the Esquire, the first one, he didn't have an electric bass yet. So he thought of the guitar covering bass as well. And yeah, it's somewhat bassish, but it's obviously not a bass replacement at all. It's pretty much a special tone control where a lot of the highs are rolled off with a huge capacitor and yeah, no resistor, or maybe a small one, but nothing really worth mentioning. So you have a lot of highs cut off, and it also reduces the volume a lot of the guitar. So if we go for maybe you can hear it, it's fairly quiet. Right now I have it plugged into the neck pickup, so you can only hear the neck pickup. With the original Esquire, it only had the bridge pickup. The second position is then with the normal tone control, so you can reduce tone just like on your normal Telecaster. Maybe I should tune it. I'm sorry. Okay. And the last one is without any tone control, so I can turn on the tone pot just how I want it, and yeah, there's no. Doesn't change anything. And what I can do now is within just a few minutes, I think I need less than 2 minutes, I can change the whole wiring, and the guitar has totally new functions and a total different sound. Oh, that was the wrong screw. That was the one of the three-way switch. Oh, the other one is better. Two screws. Then unplug it. So which one should I insert? The broadcaster or the Telecaster wiring? Let's go with the broadcaster first. Then this one over here is the bridge. And that one is the neck. Hey Rock Daddy. So yeah, I'm not screwing the plate in, just for the demo. Up on top there is the same bass position for the neck. Then the second one is just the neck without any tone control. And the third one is a blend option. So you can blend in to the bridge the neck pickup. See the vast difference in sound. And yeah, obviously there's also the normal Telecaster wiring, or in my case it's the Baja wiring with series and with the out of phase setting. So that one. Just need to remember which wire is which each time, but yeah. So that one should be bridge. And this one is the neck. So the first position up, now we are having a four-way switch over here. The first position up is series with the S1 switch. I can put it out of phase. Then we have the neck pickup, then the normal parallel middle position we can also put out of phase, and then there's the bridge pickup with the out of phase middle position. That's why there is a S1 switch. With the parallel out of phase setting, there is an extra cap that makes the sound a little less out of phase than it would be with just normal out of phase, which means it makes it a little bit fatter, because what out of phase does is it removes frequencies that are identical from the neck and the bridge pickup. Because when they're 180 degrees away from each other, they cancel each other out. So you have to think of it as they are being added, and when they are going from zero in the opposite direction, the wave, they cancel each other out. And if you add a capacitor to it, it changes the frequencies a little bit, so there is less cancelled out. If that makes any sense. Let's get to series. Then out of phase. Then we have the neck pickup. Phase switching doesn't do anything in this position. Then we have out of phase and that parallel position I've mentioned. In phase, parallel. And if we move any further to the bridge, yeah, and there's always the tone knob that also works in this wiring. Yeah, so there's that. I think I'll just leave the Baja setting in it for once again. I haven't played that one in a while. Yeah, there's Voodoo, and it's with these quick connectors, it's really easy to switch them up. And if I feel like I want to have something brighter or want this blend tone, which I think is very different, I can just insert the broadcaster wiring. And what I really like also is the what's it called? Yeah, the neck pickup on a broadcaster setting, which does not have a tone control attached to it at all. This makes the neck a lot spankier, and I really like that sound a lot. I'm not too much a fan of the original Esquire wiring. I'm not so used to what I could do with just the bridge pickup. Let alone having that bridge pickup with no tone control, which makes it even harsher and yeah, even more in your face, a little bit more output, and no neck at all. That bass position, I don't know how I could use that at all. And yeah, so there's that. Yeah, the out of phase works fairly well on this particular guitar. As mentioned, the parallel position has this additional capacitor. The series one doesn't have this one. The series one is just plain out of phase without any mingling on it that it would get a little bit fatter. It's just just real out of phase. So was the normal series. And parallel in comparison. So yeah, that's nowhere near with the Series 1 where you get that extremely hollow sound and that thin sound. Yeah, that's the difference there. So yeah, that's what I've did to this guitar. Other than that, it's stock. I haven't changed anything on it. Yeah, but I think it's enough of a modification to be able to switch these control plates within a few minutes. So if I use the electric screwdriver, it's easily doable within 2 minutes. The fastest I've been was 50 seconds, so there's that. Yeah, anything else from the wall? Should we go with something acoustic? Lars said once he was interested in my Martin. So, let me get that one. Any basses? No, unfortunately not. I had a bass. I've traded it for a classic wipe Strat. The thing was, I was playing a lot of fingerstyle back then on the acoustic, and I had to grow fingernails. I still have them. I still play quite a bit with my fingers. So yeah, and they were in the way with playing bass, and so I never really started playing a lot of bass. That's something I'm certainly lacking. But we have a company band at the company I'm working at, and my boss bought a bass for us there, so I could always try that one. Okay, so what am I having here? It's an Eric Clapton signature 00028. Any Martins you should check out. I'm a big fan of the triple O size. If you have the chance, try the triple O 18 in comparison with the triple O 28. Curious which one you like better. They are fairly different in sound, and yeah, I think that's a good comparison to make if you haven't tried them yet. So they are always worth to give a shot. So those are my favorites. And yeah, I went with the Eric Clapton model because I've tried. Maybe I have to tell the story. I've wanted to try the Clapton signature model because it has that V-neck, and it's a fairly prominent one. Not sure if I can get it across on the video. Yeah. So it's yeah, a very different feeling from your standard acoustic neck, and Martin does not offer this for just any guitar. There are very few that I know of that really have that V-neck. And I had the pleasure of playing an older Martin before with a V-neck, and everything I've played on that one was a lot easier to play than I've played before. So on any guitar I've played before. So I wanted to try versus the triple O 18. That they are fairly similar. The triple O 28 is with the rosewood back and sides, and the triple O 18 is the one with the mahogany back and sides. So yeah, I'm curious which one you like better, because there are people out there that prefer the triple O 18 over the triple O 28 and vice versa. And yeah, so back to this guitar, I had the pleasure of playing another one with a V-neck, and I wanted to see if the V-neck makes such a big difference to me, or if it was just because it was a Martin. I've played then other Martins, but nothing played as good as that one with the V-neck I've played. And so I was looking for one with the V-neck, and went to Austria's largest guitar store in Vienna and asked them if they would have the triple O 28 and the triple O 28 EC with the V-neck, so I could directly compare. And yeah, they noticed my accent, because the accent from my area in German is very distinct as well. So they immediately asked me where I'm from, and told me that just in the village I'm living, there is the general importer for Martin. And they told me just to contact them and I could try them there. That's what I did. And so I got the chance to try the Eric Clapton model, the normal triple O 28, and the John Mayer orchestra model. And the John Mayer also has a V-neck, but it's not as prominent as on the Eric Clapton one. And what's also different is the triple O has a shorter scale length than the orchestra model. The orchestra model has the full size scale length, like you would find on a Dreadnought, for example. And the triple O has a little bit shorter scale length. And then I was really almost struggling to see, well, am I going to pay 1,000 euros more than for the Clapton model than for the normal triple O 28? But to me, I've noticed that the V-neck is really the thing that makes it better playable for me. And so I went with that one instead. I didn't buy it right away because this is not a cheap guitar. I had to save up for it. Headstock. And yeah, so I had to save up, and a few months later I contacted them again, and I had the pleasure to select one 0028 had the pleasure to select one Clapton model between 3 brand new ones, and this one was by far the best. It sounded a lot better, it played better, it was just superior to the other two. The other two were great as well. I wouldn't have had any problems buying them in a store, and I think I would have chosen them over a normal 0028 or most other guitars probably as well. But having 3 next to each other, it was really spectacular to me how different the same guitar can be. And yeah, this one is now the one I'm owning and the one I'm playing a lot when I'm playing acoustic, a lot of fingerstyle stuff. What is it? Yeah. Perfect ending. Bye everyone.